Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. That's
good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. On first down, McBride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 93 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On second down now, it's McBride. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Off the bootleg, Mullins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Huber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive? Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got Miller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. This is Miller, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the 50, it's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Watson. Completes it to Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Mullins. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Mullins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Mullins. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, the free safety, Malik Hooker there in coverage. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mullins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mullins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, McBride. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Mullins looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
On first down, Mullins looking for his running back, and he's got him. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Mullins looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop, Breeland Speaks. To throw on second down. Mullins. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Set. 19. Check. You know. Come on. You better break it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson throwing the out route and complete. That's Morrison. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. J.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They run the counter. McBride, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Off the play fake. Mullins. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Ready, break. Right here, right here. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's McBride. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
70,
Brings up 2nd and 12.
ready.
Off the bootleg. Mullins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Nice pick, nice pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Set. 19. Watching it go. Let's go, let's go.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now it's Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, it'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Great job.
From 3 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things.
Woo! Let's go, baby.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57. Got you, boy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. from the 29. Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So the defense creating some points. Not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down, Texans.
On first down, Watson. Complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and forever. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mullins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Huber. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
60 or. And let's get that home.
Throwing on 1st down, Mullins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Mullins throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Faking the give. Now Watson. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Morrison. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
First down, Houston.
Watson on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 23 yards, the final tally. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On first down, McBride. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Looking to throw on second down. Mullins. His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They run the counter. It's McBride, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Mullins. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. On 1st and 10, Mullins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Mullins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Off play action. Mullins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Mullins. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Looking to throw. Mullins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Black. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Mullins. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 2. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Let's go, get set.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On first down, Mullins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me